Hello, everyone. So my name is Jose Beltran. So I'm a insurance agent with Goosehead Insurance, and I met with Eli a few days ago, and he's over at Credit Repair, Credit Legal LLC, and we just got this idea to jump on a call and give you guys a little bit of what we're about. So Eli, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey Jose, thanks for having me on your Zoomcast. Yeah, I do. I'm in India and I do credit. I fix people's credit. So anyone that has had collections or any not being approved um, through loans, anything to do with credit, what we do is we do an analysis on the credit reports. We pull the reports and we see what's going on, and then from that, we create a game plan and then get you guys to better credit. So I appreciate Jose inviting me
Yeah,
because
definitely.
he has his own services with his insurance, and then I do credit, and we got good insights and good stuff that we can give people, and that that's something that can help a lot of people.
Definitely
So
for sure.
so we're in India, and we're open on Saturdays. Today's Friday. We're gonna be open tomorrow. But you guys have any questions on credit? Anything to do with credit? Hit me up. Love to. I'm not gonna charge you to talk to you. Ask me anything. Um, that way we can get you going on positive accounts. We can start looking into helping you and getting you into a much better spot. So just hit me up. Um, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm starting to post a little bit more, but
Yeah,
uh,
what's your tag?
what's that? Yeah,
Your, your,
so it's just Credit Legal Repair
okay,
on
awesome.
Instagram, Credit Legal Repair, and or just Facebook. Me or on the website. We'll see if we can on Jose maybe. So he'll go over some of the stuff he does, but maybe we can edit and we can include the website right on here somehow
Okay, right on. Yeah,
for
we'll see
him
what we can
and for
do.
me. But he does insurance and he takes care of great people, so that's why I wanted to get with Jose because he has great customer service skills and also wants to help out. Um, that's what I do. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, just hit me up. Love to help you guys out with that. We're already helping a lot of people out, and that's why I'm passionate and about helping people. So it's good to be here, and I'm sure Jose has his thing going on, and yeah, uh,
Thank you for that. I
live
think
from the
I think
studio in Hollywood.
yeah, no, definitely. Thank you for that. But I think what you're doing is it's really great. It's very important. A lot of people they don't understand how credit works, and they don't understand that even if they've messed up the credit in the past, that there's ways that they can fix it. So I mean, definitely you're helping people improve their lives, live their dreams. You're getting them approved for homes, and you know. Letting people live
Yeah,
out their dreams. So
yeah,
I think
cause
what you're doing is great. So keep up the
yeah,
good work,
yeah,
and
appreciate that.
um,
Yeah, yeah, cause,
keep it
cause
up.
there's actually a lot of cool stuff that you can do with credit, and like one thing that I posted yesterday was it's real. It's like you can start your kid's profile from as early as
Right,
16,
right,
and and all you got to do is if you have some solid credit cards, American Expresses, some good accounts that you have good history on, go ahead and put them in, because you can put up to five authorized users, and as soon as you put your son in or your kids in, they get all your credit benefits, all your credit history, all the amounts.
right.
So that's something that not a lot of people know. So I just wanted to give more info on that out, and I'll help
Definitely.
people get into it. I wouldn't even charge just to help people out, because there's things that you can, real simple things. It's not even like that difficult things that you can do with credit that
Mm-hmm.
you can kickstart people off that way. Like for example, that same example,
Mm-hmm.
you get them into your accounts at 16, right? Then they get a
Right.
little job, whatever, working part time.
Mhm.
Then by the time they're 18, that's what I was posting. That's what I couldn't finish on that on my post the other day. By the
Right.
time they're 18, they can get their own um, accounts, like a car. They
Okay.
can take out a car at 18 with
Mm-hmm.
their own little side job, right? Then
Right.
once they get their own job, then they can start building credit with their accounts, the
Okay.
accounts that the parents help them with, and then they can start opening maybe another two cards, right?
Okay.
The two credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Then guess what? They start saving, in maybe by the time that they're like 20, by the time they're 22,
Right.
they say they have enough money saved up from that little job that, maybe like
Right.
10 grand for that down payment. And guess what? Now they qualify because they built up that credit score to a 700, or
At
or
such
they
a
have
young
awesome
age.
credit. So you
Yeah.
start them off young, and you start your credit profile, and you guide them the right, with just good habits. Don't max cards out.
Mm-hmm.
By the time that they are 22, 24, they could qualify for a home, a home loan, a mortgage.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's good. It's good stuff that people just that need to really start helping each other with. And if I can give that information, a little bit of information out, and like I said, if you guys have any questions on that, I'm more than happy to help
Mm-hmm.
you guys. But that way, once they get what they have to get, what they want to get, homes or cars or whatever,
Right.
that helps out. That helps out families. You know what I mean? That
Right.
starts helping out families and starts trickles down. That way, if they get into the right habits and the right education, they can start helping you know their kids and their families, and
Future
spread out. And
generations. Right.
hopefully it spreads out, and that way, you know what I mean.
Right.
So it's just about knowing, and because you don't know, if you don't know, you don't know. So
Right.
you know,
You don't know what you don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you know what path to take, what accounts to get your kids on, or what accounts
Right.
are good, what really helps out, and
For
that way you
sure.
can get your credit straight. So
Yeah.
um,
I
so
know.
yeah,
I know. I wish for sure that like I would have established my credit like since the age of 16, but
yeah.
I basically mishandled it just because I didn't know anything about it. So I
No,
mean, like
no,
you're saying, if the younger you know about it, the younger you're establishing it, the more the better it is, and the more opportunities you open yourself up to down the road.
a lot of people just don't know, and I think knowing that, um, you can, with knowledge, things that you can do, that you have um, access to, like credit cards or accounts that really help families out, um,
Right.
and make a difference in families. As long as if you know what accounts to get into, it's all about knowledge, and you know what the right accounts are going to make the difference. Why not get into them and build your credit and start qualifying for homes and start looking into bigger things, like homes, and that way, like a post today that I made was, don't pay your lender's mortgage. That way you can start buying your own homes, and we do that by taking care of collections,
Hmm.
charge-offs, see what you got in your credit report, and start taking care of it, and
Right.
and and then also, like, start cleaning it up, and like I said, also getting you into the positive accounts that I always talk about, and then that way you can start building your credit on the positive side.
Awesome. And then what are the reasons that made you get into this business?
So I seen that credit was doing a lot of stuff, like a lot of cool stuff that you can do with credit,
Hmm.
and a lot of people just
Like what's one of them? One of
well,
the cool
well,
stuff.
well. First of all, like you you have the ability to like maneuver or um, depending on like the five pie charts of credit,
Hmm.
have you have a way to um, control
Okay.
uh, your credit in a way. I, so so if I noticed that, I mean, just like you know that, so you go to the dealer or you go to a lender, and then so obviously
Right.
you got good credit. What
Hmm.
you get all the good benefits. You get
Right.
options. You
You
get
get a good rate, a good down payment.
you get rates. You get
Right.
people. You know, people look at you better.
Right.
You know, you start looking good, and so that's why I noticed that if you start fixing your credit and you just start getting you start living a better lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It just
Yeah.
you just
So
start
you
doing
know how
better
they
things.
say, yeah, you know how they say cash is king is like that's false. This credit is king.
Credit, yeah, yeah,
Because
because
credit is worth more than
credit is
cash.
queen. Yeah, yeah, and the queen rules the castle.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that's why I I felt that there was if there's a if we can get people into the right accounts and then we start looking into what exactly that they have on the reports, and we start cleaning stuff up because stuff does
Hmm.
come off if it doesn't get validated or verified.
What's the biggest thing that you see on a credit report that you usually will see like on there like
So
that needs cleanup? Like is it like what's
so
one
so
major problem that you see on
so
there that you're like
collections.
people
So
need to
that's a good question. So the reason you want to get stuff verified on the credit reports is because there's a lot of collection agencies out there that are they're fake, they're phony. They just
okay,
come up with the name. There's people like from the garage making up names and
okay,
sending out letters to people saying that they're legit collections. You know what I
hmm,
mean?
okay,
So um, so I noticed that once we start getting stuff verified,
hmm,
they don't have accounts, legit accounts
okay,
from them.
hmm,
So stuff starts. If they can't verify stuff, they have to get it deleted. They have to get it removed.
okay,
So and then not only that, but there's a lot of mistakes on the credit reports because these the big credit agencies, the big credit
hmm,
bureaus, they don't have time to go over each and every millions of credit reports. They don't have time. So
right, and then a bunch of transactions on
yeah,
every
yeah,
credit
yeah, yeah.
report.
So we have to verify, validate. That's what we do. We make sure everything's legit, everything's clean.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay,
And like I said, we have systems in place so we can go ahead and take care of that client from the beginning to the end. So if your goal is to get a house, we
right,
put you on that path to get into the right accounts, the right positive accounts, and then
okay,
we start taking care of the negative stuff. Like I said, collection, charge-offs, whatever you got, inquiries that are holding your credit back from getting to that next level with credit. Because
right,
a point, a 0.01, percent on an interest, rate is, we're talking about hundreds of dollars. So if you get,
right,
you know what I mean, a 620 qualifying from a 620, or even if you got a 580,
hmm,
and they require, and they'll still approve you with the 580 sometimes, the 580
hmm,
FICO score. But if you could, it's so crazy because just 20 points, like the next tier is a 600. We're talking about hundreds of dollars,
really,
thousands of
okay,
dollars in the overall life of the loan. You know what I mean?
okay,
So it's really important that people don't get screwed just, you know what I mean, just because it's something that they need to fix or something
right,
that they need to take care of on the collection side.
hmm,
Because once you start getting some of that stuff off and you start building a solid profile with the lenders, and you start looking, just more appealing to them, so they
solid,
start
yeah,
giving you better options. They're like, yo, this person, he
they're
has,
solid.
yeah, solid credit score. So
Yeah.
they're going to give you their best, because they know you are good for it. They know
Right.
you're taking care of your,
And then
you know.
real quick, so like if somebody is, let's say they're under the impression that they have a good credit score and maybe they're looking to apply for a mortgage, should they come to you first, or should they just,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
for a
So
pre-approval, or maybe verify, hey, I want to double check my
we already
my
work with
credit.
we already work with a lot of the realtors, but the normally like the realtor would, if you were already working with the realtor, they can't qualify you. They'll probably just, if it's someone that you're already working with, they'll have you go fix your credit first before, you know,
Right.
qualifying for mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that you can come to me, and then like I said, we'll just do a credit analysis on what you got going on, and then see. Sometimes it's just a couple items that needs to get removed or need to be taken care of, and
Right.
like I said, sometimes it doesn't take as long as people think. You know what I mean? Some people
Okay.
think it takes 2 years
Right.
or rule
And
of
so
thumb
they'll
is.
get discouraged, right, of
Yeah. So if you
reapplying.
only have a couple, sometimes it doesn't take that long. Sometimes it takes
Okay.
less. You'd be surprised. So it just depends because everyone has different credit reports.
Yeah.
But we won't know until we get into them and we start looking at them, and we start verifying stuff and start cleaning up negative items from the reports, and start getting you into those credit builder cards that'll really get you. Because everyone that I help, the goal from the beginning is getting them into the best um, credit score possible, obviously as fast as possible, but
Right.
getting them there, the highest possible. So we don't just strive just to get them average score. We try to get them even the
Okay.
best possible so that they get the best options available.
Right.
When they apply for loans or uh, mortgages or finances,
Whatever it
any
may
kind of
be.
finance. Yeah, because yeah. So
Right on.
definitely hit me up if you have any questions
So good
on.
stuff. Yeah. So like if you're a real estate agent that's out there, if you've recently had a buyer that's has been declined because of bad credit, don't just forget about them. Send them to Eli. He's gonna go ahead and get them back on track,
Yeah,
and then he's also gonna make sure that he's gonna hand it back off to you
absolutely.
once they're ready.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
again,
we partner
credit
with them,
repair
and we
or credit legal.
as soon as we fix the credit, we send them right back.
Right.
I mean, the realtors. So if they got, so I have there's a way that we can track the people that they send to us, and then that way through a portal that they have access to, the affiliates, so they have access to their customers. So their customers, once they get working with us,
Okay.
you see their progress, and then
Right.
by the time that they're done, the customer in their portal, because everything's through email now, everything's
Okay.
online, and so the customer sees that this person, realtor or loan officer, is the person that sent the
Okay.
customer. So once they're done, we just go ahead and send them right back, and then that way we just get
And
qualified.
so it's a very transparent process as far
Yeah.
as like,
Yep.
it's there's no, like the real estate agent can they see the progress,
They
or are
can.
they,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah,
Yeah. They can, and they could they can. We're more than, like I said, we take care of the customers, and we get them, like I said, there as soon as possible. So if it's just a couple things, we'll even work with some people. If it's just a couple things that they need to get taken off, we'll look
okay,
into it. And then, like I said, we're aggressive in disputing and challenging, and also getting them into the accounts that are really going to be reporting to the three credit bureaus,
right, okay,
and also it's going to really help them out for the future.
no, that's awesome, good stuff. So I mean, other than that, I mean, I think this was very, great conversation. I don't have any other questions. I
Yeah.
don't know if there's anything that you want to elaborate on.
Well, I think I think people should really just look out for good services, good people that are going to help you, like Jose and his service. He really
Oh, thank
he
you.
does,
Appreciate it.
yeah. He does home insurances, and he was here the other day, and he just I could tell he he gets you, like he knows to get you
Yeah, thank you.
the best the best insurance for you. So you definitely should do your research, do your homework before going with someone, because not I don't like to step on other companies or whatever, but there
Yeah,
are
no, for sure.
people that aren't doing things the way they should be. So
Right.
they sometimes the cheap stuff um, down the road it comes out being more expensive. You
More
know what I mean?
costly. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah, thank you. Yeah, so thank you for mentioning that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the one thing, about me that, it's not just about the lowest price. It's, you have to make sure you have the right coverage, making sure that it's not going to cost you more down the line, like you mentioned. So definitely, if for any insurance needs, if you're looking for the best coverage at the best rate, have access to 30 carriers. I'll make sure to take care of you, give you great service. We'll do. Uh, we'll close the deal fast, at a very efficiently. So again, Jose with Boosted Insurance, and you can also find me on Facebook. So I have a Facebook business page. You can find it under Jose Beltran Insurance. I also do have a website that I just started, and it is www.josebinsurance.com. You guys can go there, check out my services. Also, there's videos that you can click on that will lead you to my YouTube channel, which has some information if you're kind of just want to see it's just kind of if you're kind of just you're not really shopping, but you want to learn more about your policy, how insurance works. You can find that information on there. So yeah, thank
And
you
then
very much for.
this is Jose's platform. He's also going to be on my podcast. I'm a guest here, but he's going to be on my podcast soon, so he can talk about more about what he does and how he really helps people, and some examples on how he's helped people in the past, and how what he's seen, and we'll go more in depth into what he does and who he is, and so you guys can get to know him even more. But yeah, man, thanks for having me here today.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for dropping all that good stuff on
Yeah.
credit, and keep putting that good stuff out there. People need to hear it.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
All right, thanks everyone.